Hello guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel. If it's your first time here, thank you so much for coming. Please consider subscribing, and if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming. So guys, we are approaching 1000 subscribers. We are very close. Thank you so much guys. I really appreciate the support and in Nikayona. Like I always say, there are so many popular YouTube channels that you'd have gone to, but you just decided to come here and be with us. So if it's your first time here on this YouTube channel, we are talking about everything: entrepreneurship, agripreneurship, financial education, as well as running your own business. So in today's video, I want to share the ideas that students can use to make money. In as much as sometimes we get money from NSFAS, bursaries, or even from our parents or those who are supporting us, you find out that it's not enough. We do have needs as students that we need to meet with imali that is not enough. So I just want to share these ideas, these 15 ideas that students can use. And what I like about these ideas, there's no much capital that is needed. You can start them with zero capital, or you can start them with little capital. So they are not in any particular order, so I'm just going to list them and just share a bit of how one can get started in executing these ideas. So number one, this one is very popular. A number of students are doing it, even though we are in a pandemic, and the pandemic in a way has really stopped this idea, but it is still a popular idea, because even though we are in a pandemic, there are still students who need this service. So number one, it's tutoring. Tutoring high school kids. You can tutor in mathematics, physical sciences, life sciences, mathematics, literacy, all those subjects. You just basically helping students who are struggling, especially if you're good in high school and you had great marks. You can make a lot of money by tutoring students, and you don't need much time. You can just on your Saturday or Sunday go to their schools, or maybe go to their homes and just give them the lessons in order to help them to do well in their academics. So that's number one. You can do tutoring. I know a number of students who are doing it, and I know a number of businesses who are offering this service, and some of my friends are actually in this tutoring business. Number two, tutoring varsity students. There's some hard or challenging varsity courses that you can tutor, such as your accounting or law modules. You can also tutor those. And then number three, marketing for big brands, or maybe marketing for big companies, and marketing or promoting the businesses. It's also one of the popular idea that students can get into, and you don't even need any capital to get into this type of business. And then number four, you can help students with assignments, with their essays, with their research papers. And also this one, it is more like tutoring, but even though it is not tutoring exactly, because here you are basically helping them with their essays. If you are really good at writing essays, you can really make money by helping students, especially first years. They sometimes struggle when they are having to write their essays, or maybe they are writing research papers. You can also help them. And then number five, I like this one a lot, because it's how I was making money. Microfinance. You can be a microfinancier. Being a microfinancier, it means that you are lending money to people. Even though it's very challenging, I don't want to lie, it's very challenging having to deal with money and people. They don't pay sometimes, so you have to struggle and be running after them in order for them to pay. So it's really challenging, but it's really something that you can do, and it's really an easy way of making money, because you don't need labor. You are basically just giving someone money, and the person brings it back with interest. So there is no work that you need to do there. It's just an exchange of money, and the person brings back with interest. So if you want to get into microfinance, I would advise you to Just deal with people that you can trust, and deal with people that you know that if they take money from you, they are going to bring it back, even though there's going to be those challenges, because it's not guaranteed that you're always going to deal with people who you can trust. Sometimes even the people that you can trust, they become people that you don't know. Somewhere they run away with your money, so in that case you really need to be careful who you do business with, and also keep in mind that in as much as there are those people that are going to run with your money, but there are also those darlings that are going to do exactly as you guys agreed, and I would also advise you to just have a written contract that you sign with those people that you are giving money, and I think this business, it can really make you a lot of money, because like I said, that students, they always need imali, even though they do get imali from NSFAS, but it's always not enough. You get it today, you go to the mall tomorrow, and it's gone. So students, after that time, they're still going to need money. So you can come in there and bridge that gap and basically lend the money, knowing that after, when they get their next NSFAS check, they're going to pay you. And then number 4, you can resell clothes and shoes. This is also another thing that I am doing with my friend. We are reselling shoes, and some technologies like such as your ring lights. We are also doing that now. It's a growing business, because people, they always want to buy. They always want to buy. There's always a market for anything that you want to resell. So if you can just go to these places that people are scared of going to, like your small street or your dragon city, go there and buy some beautiful stuff that people can buy, or the things that you think people are willing to buy. So reselling clothes, or reselling shoes, or reselling anything, guys, because this time that we live in, it's about reselling. If you don't sell anything you are buying, know that you are buying something. And then number 7, baking. I also know a friend who's doing this. My friend is baking, and she stays in one of the residences in Braamfontein. She's baking and she's selling muffins, scones, and they are really nice. I don't want to lie. Yeah, and then number 8, network marketing. Also, this one, I have a friend who's doing it. He's selling flat stomach tea, flat stomach products, and then there's also, there's many network marketing companies, such as your flat stomach tea, your Herbalife, your Tupperware, your honey products. All those network marketing. That's another idea that I would advise you to get into, because you really make a lot of money by buying those products and reselling them to people. And what I like about those products, it's not something that only happens once, because if you are taking those products, you need to take them for some time, or even forever, or for the time that you are trying to deal with the problem that you have. So I would advise you to get into network marketing if you really want to sell those flat stomach tea, or you want to sell Herbalife products, or your Tupperware. And there's many of them, and there's new ones that have recently joined, such as your Inuka that I've seen. Yeah, and then number 9, you can promote content for content creators, such as your YouTubers. As YouTubers, I always say this on my social media, that there are so many people who have a huge following on social media, but they are not making money using their following, because they literally have audience, but they are not making money. Why is it like that? It's because people are not willing to promote content of other people, even though they don't have content of their own. So if you have a huge social media following, I would advise you to approach YouTubers and tell them that, hey, I want to promote your content on my Facebook. Let's agree on how much are you going to pay me, And this is where you can make money, because that person, you don't know if that person is going to go big, and then start getting paid from YouTube. And now when that person gets paid, you are obviously going to benefit. So I really challenge you, students, to start thinking about promoting people's or content creators content on your social media platforms, because you can't have 5,000 friends on social media but not use them or not use that audience to make money for yourself. There are so many opportunities, guys, but you really need to open your mind and think outside the box in order for you to spot those opportunities. Yeah. And then number 10, you can resell books. Those people who read a lot, if you always buy novels, you can resell those novels after reading them. Or maybe you can even buy novels or textbooks from people who are done using them, and then you resell them. That's also another way of using money, of making money, because anyway you are going to package those books in your shelf and not do anything with them. So I would advise you to sell those books, make money, because you don't want to have a library. So just sell those books and make money. And then number 12, you can teach English online. You know that English as a subject, it's on demand, especially from countries that don't use English, such as your China. They need people who are going to teach English. And you don't need to be available 24/7. I know someone who's teaching English online, and they are only teaching after work, or maybe they are teaching or on weekends. You can find more information on how to teach English online. And what I like about this one is that there is no degree that is required. If you are just you are confident in yourself and you know that you can teach English, you can just go and apply and find information on how to do it. And I know that there's a certificate that is required. You can also Google information on how to do that certificate. And sometimes, guys, when you about to do something, you don't need to know everything before you could start. Once some guy said that these days someone is going to say that I don't know how to do something, that person is just not serious, because information is presented to us. There is a lot of information that we can use to our advantage. It's so easy these days to access information. You just go to Google and Google how to find something, and you get the information that you need. And also number 13, you can package information from the internet and sell it. I know a number of people who are packaging information from the internet and sell it. And these people, and when they sell this information, the customers, they won't even think that this information is coming from the internet, and they are going to buy. For example, there are these farming groups that I've joined them on Facebook. People there, they would come and say that I'm selling a chicken farming PDF, and then now you go buy it, not knowing that this chicken farming it's on the internet. It's freely available on the internet, because when we are on the internet, as Tina, we play there, we check zonke izinto that are not constructive, while we are missing on important information. So if you are going to not pay attention to the useful information that you can use, you are going to buy everything, and you're going to buy information that is just repackaged from the internet, and someone is selling it. There's so many ebooks that you can get from the internet and sell them, and people are not gonna know. They're not gonna know. They are not gonna know. Just sell that thing. Take it from the internet and sell it for those people who don't want to surf the internet correctly. And then number 14, consulting. You can do consulting, guys. You can register companies for people, even though registering a company is so easy these days. You just go to Biz Portal or you go to CIPC and you get your company registered in less than 24 hours. But there are still people who cannot do it, or there are still people who don't want to do it and they want to delegate that work to other people. So it means that there's still going to be more people who are willing to pay for that service. So you can still do registrations for people. You can register for those who want to be credit providers, register their companies on National Credit Regulator, or you can register their companies with Department of Labor, or do all those requirements that are needed for a existing business. And I know those processes, sometimes they are just too much that you are even lazy to do them, and you'd like to just want someone to do them. You can even do bookkeeping for someone who has a business. And for this one, I wouldn't mind having it, because I really don't like accounting. I hate accounting books. Sometimes I even forget that I have a business, and sometimes I even forget that there's some people who are supposed to pay me, and sometimes I find that my invoices are a mess. So that one, I would really definitely delegate someone to do it, and I'm willing to pay for someone to do it, because the accounting bora anyway. Yeah. And then the last one, you can offer cleaning services. Clean izindlu lecturers, or even the student rooms. There are students who really don't like cleaning their rooms. Ufike ezindlini zabo kumdaka kuyenye into, and they don't want to wash dishes. You can offer to wash their dishes, and then they pay you. And also this one, I know one friend who does it around Braamfontein. They basically come to your room and they clean it, and they wash your dishes, and you pay them. So guys, I'm inviting you to implement these ideas, and not only think about them, because sometimes we have these great ideas that we have and we don't execute them because we are thinking that we cannot do it, or we can't make it. Just go in, guys. Just start, instead of waiting for the right time, because the right time is not going to come, and you need imali, guys. Iyadingeka. We need money to maintain ourselves, to maintain our relationships, to buy things that we like. So I'm inviting all of you, if you're a student, and even if you are not a student, if you are unemployed, there's some of the ideas that I mentioned that you can use in order to make money. So if you watched this video up until this point, thank you so much. Thank you. And if it was your first time here, please consider subscribing. Thank you so much.